Hello, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Thursday. I know it's Thursday because I went to visit my daughter. Today's her day off. Got to spend Grammy time playing with my granddaughter, reading her a hilarious book, seeing how their garden is. It was fun. It's fun. And on the way to her house, I almost finished a project. Finished it once I got home. I have like 4 finished projects to show you. I've been trying to wrap up the month by finishing up Mystery Yarn Challenge projects for May. Use up that yarn. Okay, this is the bin that used to be full between my Mystery Yarn Challenge yarn and the 2 bags of scrap yarn from the garage sale I went to. The yarn that I'm calling the Blair Stitch Project because it's the Blair Farm. Mystery Yarn Challenge. I had blue, green, yellow, and brown. Okay, not you. This is all that's left. So that can go out in my scrap yarn box for other little projects that come up. This, some chicken on a swing. Let's see, do I have, I'm blocking. Or is it there? It's not there. I don't know where I put it. Oh well. There's a picture. Chicken on a swing. I think those will sell quite well at upcoming craft shows. Since I have green and brown, I will probably do a mallard on a swing, brown and white, maybe an eagle on a swing. For the scrap yarn that I put in here from the Blair Farm, of the 2 bags, that's all that's left. Bright orange, burnt orange, and gold. So, I'm going to refill this for projects for June. What did I make with that yarn? Well, here's a guy who used up blue and brown. This is Fofo the bull. I will have to put the creator's name up there because I don't remember. So, this is Fofo the second. Actually, it should be Fofo the third because my grandkitty's name is Fofo. So when I saw a pattern that said Fofo the bull, I had to make a bull to be named after my grandkitty, and that one sold. So this is the second from the pattern. Okay, up there you go, buddy. You gonna stay? No, he's not gonna stay. That's okay. There's other stuff that's going up there too. I still had brown yarn left, so I made a donkey. This pattern is from my friend Katie at Yarn Society. It's a free pattern available on her blog. She calls him Duo the Donkey. And at my last show, no, it wasn't my last show, the show that I did so well at in April, a woman had come by and asked if I had donkeys because apparently her son has land and he bought a donkey and she wanted a donkey. She did buy another one that I made in this same pattern in black with green hair. But she's coming back to my next show, the big street fest in West Seneca, to get a chicken. And if I have another donkey there, maybe she should get another donkey. So that used up. Lots of brown yarn. Still had some blue yarn left. So I double dipped. I pulled up the pattern from Cinnamon Stitches for her bird. You've heard of the bluebird of happiness? This is the bluebird of fluffiness. You can make a lot of jokes about that, but I think I'm going to leave it there. I did sort of go wonky with the eyes, so she sort of got her head turned a bit. But, ta-da! Bloop, bloop. That did a good job on my blue yarn. So that would have been the 4th of my June Mystery Yarn Challenge. Here's the 5th. I took a skein of, it's gonna mess with my microphone, sorry, of chunky variegated yarn and made myself a triangular shawl. And this is good, like in the winter, V-necks like this, they mess with, they just make me cold. So I like having small scarf, shawl type things like this to keep my neck warm. I like it. This, okay, this was a yarn that I got from Temu called Scenery, which is 30% wool, 45% cotton, 21% acrylic. Or, I don't know, those numbers, 49, 21, 30. So it did bother my eyes to work on this for a couple days. I sat there and worked, I finished it up. Was it this morning or last night? I have to check my records, but I had to go just wash my eyes out after I finished it, because since my cataract surgery, natural wool fibers really bug my eyes. So I needed to clear my eyes out after that. Did I say that was number 5 from June Mystery Challenge? The triangle shawl, knit, and the cotton sun hat. Hey, Lori, I'm really knocking off the projects. This I made from a cotton acrylic blend that I got, I have had here, that I got at a thrift store. I got this cone that I think had close to a pound of yarn on it. And it was a 70-30 blend, I think. 70% cotton, 30% acrylic. But it's like a fingering weight. So I doubled up on it for this. And I think even doubling it up, it wasn't quite up to worsted weight. So I had to add an extra 2 rows down here to make it fit. But cute little sun hat. I'll get some pictures of that, add that in my Etsy shop. I have a bunch of cotton sun hats that I could list. So I am pretty much done with my May Mystery Yarn Challenge. I left my list out by the computer. I will, let's see. We had the chicken on a swing. We had the chicken in a nest with, oh, is she? Nope, she's not here. Chicken in a nest with her eggs. We had the Ballerina Kitty. We had, the Mushroom Cat, Toro the Bull, the chicken. I got a lot of projects out this month. I am going to have to see if I can get all of them together. I won't be able to get all of them together because one of the items was the first chicken on a swing that I made, and that sold at the bookstore craft show. So then I made another one. So I could just put another one in, and when I put the picture up, say ×2 next to him. So now I'm caught up with works in progress. I'm caught up with my May goals. What am I going to do with myself? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab the purple yarn and I'm going to get some projects done so I can review that yarn for Temu Tuesday. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just look over the rest of the challenges that Lori's laid down for June and see which one to attack next, because I want to do them all. May take a little planning, a little juggling of other stuff, but I'm going for it. I'm going to do them all. Oh, okay, so reload that basket. That's there's no shortage of projects to be done. As I was looking for patterns, like I'm leafing through some patterns, and I keep a pile up by my chair of stuff like, oh yeah, I want to make that soon. Oh yeah, I want to make that soon. Oh yeah, I want to make that soon. I have glow-in-the-dark yarn from a Temu order from months ago. And I want to make a glow-in-the-dark alien. Yep. I have a whole basket of like Bernat blanket yarn. Okay, I'm going to make that into like stingrays. Stingrays. There's yellow and black in there. Make some bumblebees. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I have no problem having enough inventory for my upcoming shows. I'm just, it's like closets full. There's boxes here. There's boxes there. I'm just hoping that my July shows go well enough to clear out some inventory so I can get myself more organized. That's my hope. And to put a little bit more into my account so that I feel justified going out and like doing a yarn haul. I set these little things for me. Like, okay, I think my best record for a craft show to date was $568 in sales. It's like, okay, if I beat that, I'll pick out one of these yarn stores that I've never purchased from before, like Hobie or Premier or Hirschner's, and place an order. Or maybe I'd buy a mystery box from somebody like Lori or Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations. You know, people who are like, okay, clearing out our yarn stash, we're making up boxes, we'll send a mystery box. Maybe buy from one of them. Just, if I set a new record, that's the treat. So I was good in May. I think the only yarn I bought in May was the garage sale yarn for $12.76. So I'm making some progress, working on stuff from my stash. This what do I call it? The Bluebird of Fluffiness took the regular worsted weight that I got with the Mystery Yarn Challenge and Fancy Fur. I finished off 3 skeins of Fancy Fur making that. They probably weren't full skeins because some of them were down in my totes without a wrapper. But that thing was eating up that yarn like crazy. I still have half a skein of the Fancy Fur. It's stained glass blue up by my chair. I also have tan yarn. Fancy Fur plus tan yarn equals hedgehog. Patterned by Yarns and Nobles. There's some patterns I make so much. I know where that pattern came from. I know right where it is, right which notebook it's in. I could probably start it out without even looking at the pattern. But that yarn, I got a plan for that yarn. But isn't that the way we are? You know, when you go out and you buy yarn, it's like, oh yeah, I have a plan for this. I have a plan for this. But then so many other things get in the way. You don't get to your plan. But now I'm all caught up with works in progress. I'm caught up with the May Mystery Yarn Challenge. I'm going to make some progress. So, right now, Wheel of Fortune has already started. So I'm going to go sit in my yarn and play with my chair. Yeah, it's been a long day. Sit in my chair, play with yarn, and get the puzzles before the contestants do. Bye-bye.